This tower is a challenge, but I've never had so much fun. I'm impressed. Not everyone can find such value in simple salvage, but you've managed to get everything we need. I never doubted you. Up we go, but there's still some work to be done. Visit me in a bit. Goodbye.
Well, if it's not my best customer. Actually, you're pretty much my only customer. Take care, my liege.
Don't be shy. Well, I'll be. It's nice to see a fellow traveler running the show. Paddy's been so kind to take me in after my ship wrecked. Don't worry, though. I'm putting myself to use. I sell things, and buy them too. No questions asked. I was doing a stint in Moon Camp when old Irian caught me cheating in dice. He kicked me out of the camp, so I got on the next ship out of Rathir. I was hoping to end up in Edessa, not this crazy island. I didn't really buy my way here so much as stowaway. Things went south when the captain found me and tied me to the sail. That probably saved my life, though, or else I'd be as dead as the rest of them. Takes one to know one. I like what you've done here, like our very own traveler's camp. Thanks for stopping by.
Hello? It's quite a beautiful day. Nothing is more exciting to an artist as a massive room of blank, flat walls. Ah, how I shall fill them! My muse summoned me at a very young age to keep my hands supple for painting. I asked Alder to find me some non-physical labour to do. He started talking about pitching in and helping, and I may have stopped listening. I wasn't doing anyone any good there. I need to be where there's beauty. Paddy found a bunch of old paintings during his last construction. They're all fairly damaged, but I believe I can restore them using some magical paints. However, I will need you to go kill some monsters for me. You see, my magical paint soaks up the essence of beasts when they die. Not only will that make it possible for me to restore the paintings, but the paintings will take on magical properties. A little something given to me by a gnome scholar. They capture the essence of beasts when they're killed nearby. The gnomes said they were still experimental, but they seemed to work fine. Okay, this first painting appears to be some kind of cave. It should be interesting to see how it turns out. For this one, you'll need to kill some mergen and scavs. Bring the vials of paint back to me once they've changed colour. You need to tint the vials I've given you by killing certain corresponding monsters. Bring the vials back to me once they've changed colour. Take care. Justice will be done.
Welcome back. How can I help you this fine day? I don't wish to speak of Akara, whatever he was. I have made my peace. God or not, he helped me through the storm. Good riddance, I say. My husband was killed in the wreck of the Blue Sabre, along with our children. Fauna, Peter, and little Gwen. It was not easy, especially during the first years. But with Akara's grace, I moved past the grief and flourished. Getting marooned here was a blessing. People are always happy to see my face. That's because I'm the one who gets things. Besides, people only wish to return to the mainland if they have something to return to. I don't have this problem. So, there's more to Gravehal than the superstitions suggest. Very good. You appear to be making quite the impression here on the island. Don't let it go to your head. Oh, I could tell you a thing or two about Paddy Dower, but I won't. Too much of a lady I am. Paddy wishes only to serve in the highest company. The rest of us are scuttle in his eyes. He and his friends can keep their own counsel, if you ask me. Always a pleasure.
Yes, it's me. I killed the Scion and dumped her body into the sea. That is the truth of it. And it did not bring me peace. I was wrong. Only now do I see it, now that the deed is done. You were right. I'm not a killer. And if I ever had a second chance, I've long since squandered it. I don't even deserve a last request. I grew up listening to the first Scion's tales of Akara's love for us, of his promise to keep us safe and provide for us. Nothing but stories. Akara cares nothing for the people on this island. If he did, why didn't he save my mother? I grew up on those beaches, behind Akara's line of safety. It was a good life, until the day we were betrayed. That kind of thing tends to darken one's memory. She will never understand how the rest of the world sees her, as a fool, but even more importantly, as a terrible sailor. Still, she was good to me, and for that I am grateful. He has lorded over this island for as long as I can remember. Luckily, he left us alone most of the time. I'll never be sure why. I was born on this island, raised to believe that the outside world held nothing for me. It was all lies. I knew her as Pima, a woman who cared for me when my mother went hunting, who sang me to sleep under the stars. I remember her that way. She's not a person anymore, just a symbol of Akara's power. I told you about my mother, how she died in the icy waters of the Frostbreak Sea, a victim of this village's treachery. For my last wish, I want to hold her ring again. We carried nothing when they banished us, not even a skin of water, a blanket to shield us from the sun. I want my dead mother's ring. I wish to be wearing it when they make me walk the gallows. I've killed the old Scion, and I must face punishment. They will force me to walk the gallows and plunge into the roaring waters below. I am not afraid. The rocks will kill me long before I have a chance to drown. Thank Mitharu. You do not know what this means to me. You'll find the ring beneath a large stone in the tidal pools, where my mother spent her days praying for escape. Anything else you find is yours to keep. Now hurry, before the villagers choose to shorten my sentence. My mother kept a camp in the tidal pools beneath the cliffs. She didn't trust the fanatics in the village. There is a large stone. Beneath it lies my mother's worldly possessions, the few she had. Check the tidal pools.
good to see a friendly face. I've been stuck behind enemy lines in Cluracan for the last few years, only to crash on this island when I finally escape. Please tell me you know of somewhere I can stay. Thank you very much. It will be nice to have a home-cooked meal for once. I'm a soldier. I've been fighting the Tuatha for the last 10 years. For what, I don't know. My family is long dead. It's been brutal. There's not a man or elf from my original unit that is still alive. I didn't wreck here. I escaped those damned Tuatha. Better to be here than having to fight with them day after day. Good day. Salutations.
You found it. I knew you would. Now listen to me. Hear my confession. What I did was wrong. I have found peace with my fate. They will execute me when the time is right, and I will not protest. But I want you to remember that I was more than my misjudgments. I was a good son, a good sailor. I was only human. Now that I've fulfilled my mission, what else is there? Gallows End raised me, and the island will see me to sleep. Once, a long time ago, I wanted to live. But the moment I swore to avenge my mother, I surrendered what little hope I had left. You may free me from this cage, but you will never really save me. My chance for redemption passed long ago. No, I stay here. This is what revenge has brought me, and I shall accept it wholeheartedly. I am grateful for your concern. I will take it with me to the grave.
Take that, dead Kel. What a battle.
What do you think, my liege? Nothing has ever reached so high to the heavens. I've sent for Myfa Ronwyn, my friend in Cape Solace. She is willing to serve the keep as your envoy to foreign lands. If you require her services, she can be found in the embassy. Never thought I'd say it, but I truly believe we have a Kara to thank for this keep. I'm not about to volunteer to be the scion, but I'd have to be a fool to deny the truth. You, the dream, the key, the castaways, all of it, just when we needed it. I hope you don't mind. As a gesture of my gratitude, I planted the seed of a mighty tree in the courtyard in honor of Akara's help. It was the least I could do, I think. My liege, now that your throne room is prepared, you have an opportunity to truly help your people. We will let it be known that whenever you sit upon your throne, you will hear petitions from anyone who comes before you. You may render judgment or offer help as you see fit, and your people will show their gratitude. Bye.
I have been looking for a friend of mine who was also aboard our ship when we wrecked. I believe she could have survived the crash, but I can't find her. Her name is Sister Siana. Will you find her for me? All I know is the front of the ship broke off as we approached the island and drifted west. Oh, think Lyria. I saw the front end of the ship floating to the western part of the island. I pray Sister Siana has found her way safely ashore.